So I'm vlogging at work, I'm about to change, but I got asked to help with like this accent wall, the lake, or not lake, ledger. So I'm helping design that right now. I'm sketching out a few ideas. I think we have an idea of what we want to do. We're gonna start in the center, then go from around there. But the idea is mainly just geometric shapes to like even be a part of this project. Like it's really cool. I've been wanting to do art on a wall. I've never done it before, and now I get to do it and design it. Like I'm literally leaving a footprint in this building, and that's crazy. Okay, so here's the wall that we're painting. My sketches. Okay, option 1, 2, 3, 4, flat. Over there. But I'm hoping, so we're gonna start taping tomorrow. They just put the coat of primer on there. But yeah, it's a fairly large wall. I'm so happy. I've literally been like wishing to do a project like this, and now. Okay, so I'm starting the taping process, and then I'm picking up my drawings so I can start taping. Okay, so at this point I was just kind of like eyeing it before actually like measuring where it was, but I was only like I think it was like 1 or 2 inches off from the very center point, so kind of proud of how I could eye that. Next, Aaliyah is helping me with measurements and just making sure that proportions are right. I suck at math, and she helped me so much on this project, so I really, really appreciate Aaliyah. She actually invited me to be a part of it, so I'm forever grateful for her. Shout out Aaliyah if you're watching this. You said you would. But yeah, we're just doing that. As you can see, I'm chit-chatting more than working. Okay, so currently, I'm just doing the border. We have the octagons, and we're doing the pendulum. I don't know. And then we got the other octagon, but I have to border this, and then border the top, and yeah. This was finishing up the border, just for the bottom, and then I ended up doing the top with Aaliyah after. Then at this point, this is where the real fun started, because we just got to freehand the shapes that we wanted to. My favorite shape, I didn't get a clip of it, but my favorite shape that I ended up making was a heart. That being said, I wanted it to be full of love and light. Corny, yeah, but it's who I am. And so, yeah, we didn't really have to measure these. The octagons we did because they had to be like perfectly on the either side of each other, and then obviously the pendant in the middle had to be centered. So the rest was really fun, just to be able to just like tape all over and like go wherever I wanted. Okay, so now I'm wearing the engineering shirt to paint yeah, so now we have it all taped, and then we're gonna paint, and then more detail, and then we're done. At this point, the taping was done finally. So this is when shit got real. We were told to use gold, maroon, and white. I said we should add a light yellow for a pop of color, so we did that. Yeah, but I was really learning how to paint walls the correct way. Still don't 100% know, I don't think. I'm more of a freehander, like I said, but yeah, it was pretty fun. Okay, so the peeling part was what everybody was like kind of anticipating. It was really satisfying. I was so excited to see it done. Yeah, so here's me peeling.
I just don't want to hit your white lines there. Okay, cool.
She's ready.
I'm like, turned around. Oh, the camera's there. It's happening.
Next thing you know, the wall comes up.
Oh, I'd be so mad. Just took that entire ass up, apparently.
Okay, so funny story, the wall actually did start peeling up, so we kind of had to repair and do touch-ups, but the final result, it is beautiful. I was so happy. Okay. Hi, so I'm finally back tonight from my work. I took myself out to eat after I was done painting, and then after that, I decided to journal in this like little park area. It's really covered with a lot of trees, and there's just some benches. So I sat there. I just sat under the tree and just journaled what I thought I needed to journal for today. But the reason why I think today meant, not even I think, the reason why today meant so much to me was because I accomplished a goal that I made as a little girl that I never thought could come true. I was told from a young age that I wouldn't make money consistently enough for my art, and while that may be true now, I'm starting to see a shift in that in actually a few opportunities. And that has been something that's been like kind of mind-blowing, honestly. I never believed that anybody would really be attracted to my art or my art style or my art skills. Like, I don't know, I just didn't believe in myself. The minute I started believing in myself and the minute I started believing that I deserved these chances and I deserved these opportunities, they started to flow to me. And since I have grown this belief in myself, I have been at such peace and love for quite literally anything that walks into my life. Even if it's not right for me, like, I still love it. I still think it's beautiful. And this art project was like the step in a new direction that I hope will open new doors, new possibilities. Because before I did this project, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit hesitant. I had never painted a wall, or I had never painted art on a wall necessarily, or like really drawn it out. Like, I've painted a wall before, really shitty, but I had never just painted like a wall and done a sketch. Like, I had never done that whole process. And so the first day Aaliyah invited me, she was like, hey, like, there's this project they want us to do. I thought you'd be perfect for it. Do you want to design and like help paint it and draw it and, you know, whatever you think will look good? I was like, me? You know, and I was like all for it. And then when I actually got there, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm kind of in charge. Like, this is kind of my problem. And so when I started sketching, like, the first two sketches, I was like, I don't like this. Like, how is this gonna work? Like, I felt like I was drawing the same thing over because we were given the outline of geometric shapes. So I was like, okay, let me try and stick to this, but how can I add a twist of me, I guess? And so I started like drawing a third one, and then I draw a fourth one, and then I drew a fifth one and a sixth one. And like, by the end, I think I had 7 outlines maybe. And it really, the full idea of how we were gonna set it up came from multiple employees walking in, picking, and I asked each employee, I said, what is your favorite thing from this picture, this picture, this picture, and what could we do to make it all the picture that we want all in one, you know? I really wanted to get other people's opinions as well, because like, the lunchroom to me is a community room. It's something that so many people are in there. It's not just one person's decision. Like, I loved that, but I also wanted to like share it with my community, like ask the community, work community, what they wanted to see. And so I really liked that. So yeah, like we decided on that, and then she was like, okay, let's like measure it out, let's tape it. And once I started seeing the shapes on the walls, I was like, wow. And then like after that point, I was like, I don't know how it's gonna be, you know, because I didn't have the color on. And I was like, well, once I get the color on, then I'll feel better. Well, then once the color was on, there was like paint on the tape and like on the outlines, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And as soon as that tape came off, I teared up because it was just, wow. I did not believe that it was gonna turn out the way it did. And that just grew me so much hope for the future, like so much. This last year, I've really gotten in tune with more of my creative side, and not even the last year, I feel like especially the last 2 years, I've really been trying to get into my creativity and what sparks it and what doesn't. And art is something that before I could never process or make art unless I was going through a very, very hard cycle of emotions, which wasn't really enjoyable for me because I didn't feel like I was putting the right energy, not that I didn't put the right intention behind it, but I just didn't feel great. I wanted to feel great when I made art. I wanted my art to have more beautiful meaning, and not that it didn't before, but a different version, a different way, you know? And so being able to create this and have in mind like other people and ask people's opinions and like see people smile and see people say that they loved it, like that made me so happy. That was what was worth this whole project. And yeah, like I really like my love for my skills, my artistic skills, my community and sharing and talking skills, all of it. I love my skills. I love who I am today. I love the woman that I'm becoming. And I'm just blessed for every opportunity that comes my way. So I'm saying for anybody that's watching this, if you want to believe or do anything that you want to do and you don't necessarily believe it right now, believe that shit, own that shit, know that you can, because you can have anything that you set your mind to, anything that you work towards, you can have. It's just going to take time, frustration, and unfortunately, when it's something that is you're working long term, you're going to spend a lot of alone time. So that's probably going to feel very overwhelming, but I'm telling you, it is worth every second of it. I wouldn't change my life right now for anything. Like, this has probably been the most at peace that I've been with my work and my own time with myself. Like, it just feels amazing to actually be producing and doing the things that I want to do in the world right now, along with just having the necessary like alone time for myself. Like, I love hanging out with other people, but I really do enjoy my peace, my quiet, and just like getting me together, because you don't have to take care of other people. You don't have to do all these other things. And I know I'm going into another topic because that's just how my brain works. But I'm saying, if you want to do something, do not let anybody stand in your way. Don't let yourself talk you out of it. Like, do it. Do what makes you happy. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I don't care how many subscribers I have, anybody that watches me, anybody that supports me, anybody that keeps up with, in a positive way. Anything negative, just know what comes around goes around. So better watch out for that. I just want you guys to know though that I'm appreciative. Like, I wouldn't be where I am without motivators. So thank you.